What up, what up, what up? Welcome, welcome. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Welcome. Holy shit. Good morning, good morning. Welcome to day 74 of vibe coding every single day until I buy my family a house. We've earned $42,674 live on stream. Are you not entertained? Welcome to day 74 of vibe coding. I am on a mission to put my family in a house. My fiance and 2 children are right up there. I'm down in the basement. Today I'm going to put a clinic on. Fully overcharged, fully unlocked, completely overclocked, vibe coding like a psychopath degen, fully awake, fully creatinated, fully electrolytenated, fully proteinated. We've earned $42,000 in the last 70 days. I need you guys locked in. I need you guys awake. And I need you to sit down! Take a seat! Seriously, you guys in the front, you have to sit down. Everyone behind you can't see you if you guys are going to stand during the whole stream. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. Good morning, Humble. Good morning, 23. He says, wake up. Good morning, this is Ariane Paint. Welcome back. Welcome back. Sergeant Phil, let's go. Come on. Analog Abyss, first of the stream. Come on. Let's go, baby. Let's go, let's go, let's go. That's all right, Paint. That's all right. Guys, how are we doing today? What's going on? How we doing? How we feeling? Let's go, let's go, let's go. Come on. We have a couple of things to talk about right off the rip. Can production turn the music down a little bit? It is screaming in my ears. We have to get the link out to the lovely Discord viewers. To the lovely Discord community. Hold on one second. We're going to send this over to the Discord community and let them know that we're live. If you guys haven't already, join our Discord. We have over 500. We have over 500 lovely vibe coders in there every single day, building the future. I mean, these guys are smart. They're capable. They're positive. A few of them are handsome. Not quite as handsome as me, but very close. And it's just the place to be. If you want to surround yourself with absolute legends that are on the bleeding edge of technology, the AI revolution, then I don't know what you're waiting for. Get in the Discord, let's go! Hit the like button. Let's get involved. I gotta show you guys some shit. I gotta show you guys some shit right now. I gotta show you guys some shit. Hold on. Look at this. Let's get this up, right? Come on. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. Let's get this up, right? Let's go, let's go, let's go. Good morning, Lucky. Good morning, Marco. Hey, I'm locked in. I'm locked in. Good morning, Mind My Shop. Let's go, let's go. Zarion's in here today. He's awake and his hair is swapped as ever. Brandon, the legend, has finally arrived. Come on, come on, come on, come on. Beastorian, my son, welcome back. Hello, hello. Hello, hello, hello. Hello, hello. Can you please open a Claude Code Agent?
Your Claude coding agent is up and ready. If you want, I can send it the first task word for word.
Yeah, can you please send a prompt to Chase and tell it to run the dev build of CNVS right now.
Chase got it and is on it. If you want proof it finished cleanly, I can also have it run a quick verification command afterward. Still here? Chase is already working.
Okay. Jabbar says, wake up! What are we cooking today? I'm gonna show you some shit. I'm gonna show you some shit right now. I'm gonna show you something. This weekend I was absolutely fucking cooking out of my mind. Okay? I'm gonna tell you right now, it was not easy. It was not easy. It was a fucking nightmare. Okay? It was a fucking nightmare. But it's unbelievable. I love it. I love it. I love it. Let me show you something. All right, first of all, Command K menu now comes right out of the bottom bar. All right, so it simplifies the entire thing. The text input in the bottom bar was a joke. Okay, it was fine. It was fine for getting started, but the text input into the bottom bar was a joke. It has been drastically oversimplified in every single way. Okay, I tore out all of the nonsense slop. I mean, I think I brought it down from like 2,500 lines of code to like less than 200. All right. It's simplified. It's beautified. Same with the orchestration system, but that's not what I'm showing you right now. I just want to tell you that and get that out of the way to begin with. So Command K menu comes out of the bottom there. When I go and type Claude or whatever agent I want to fire off, they're right there for me and ready to go. All right, it still focuses the agent, so I can type straight into the agent like that. But if I type Command K again, I'm back into the typing bar, so I can go straight into firing up another agent. Command K, right back into the typing bar, so I can even go Marshall, hello, and it sends it straight off to Marshall. Okay, Command K, Kimmy, boom, Command K, Gwen. Boom, there you go. All right, we're locked in. The new Command K into the input bar, simplified, overcharged, fully unlocked, absolute psychopath behavior. Ready. Okay, that's not what I'm showing you, though. Not what I'm showing you. All right. This is very this is very small on stream. I'm gonna need to make this bigger. I'm gonna need to figure out how to juice the font up over here for you guys because it's too small for you guys. But let me show you something. So I'm gonna come over here and I'm gonna say what are we gonna say? What is the best way to make an iOS app in 2026? Okay, I'll send that just like that. Okay.
Rubble's out.
Over here in the corner here in the new fleet, bar. In the new fleet bar. You're going to see something. You're going to see something, okay? It immediately goes iOS app development 2026. It works across all harnesses. See how it says hello underneath right there? It works across all harnesses. I've completely figured it out. Okay, there's not a single goddamn harness on the internet that does this right. I know because I've tried them all. I've tasted them all. They're all crummy garbage. I figured it out. I'm gonna make the X post about how I figured it out, and every single person on the internet is going to be copying me. And we're gonna see some of the big dogs start to put it in. It was fucking dead. It was dead simple. It was right in front of our face. It was right in front of our face the whole time. Carfax, I'll get it to you today. Docket, I'll get it locked in today. All right, guys. Guys, can somebody please type in chat right now how I did it? How I did the summarizer? Oh, check this out too. So now the summaries on the back of the cards for when you type a prompt are perfect. iOS app development 2026. Hello. These ones I haven't set the prompt yet, so there's no summary. I should clean this up so it says so there's nothing there. I think that'll be better if there's just nothing. So iOS app development, hello. If I go over to Kimmy, where's Kimmy? And I say, what is the best color for conversion rate? Send that. Holy shit. Conversion rate optimization right underneath the agent over there. Beautiful summary. Okay? It was right in front of our face the whole time, guys. It was right in front of our face the whole time. Conversion rate optimization. Put a message in chat right now if you're fucking fully fired up. Come on! First of all, Carfax, thank you so much. That means the world to me. That means the world to me. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. $502 canvas lens. Can I stack the 50? Yes, of course. All right, hooks? No, you can't do it with hooks. The output from the harness is garbage. It's garbage. We tried hooks. They Claude provides sometimes a summary. It's horrendous horse shit 90% of the time. Same thing with Codex. Kimmy K gives you nothing. Rubble gives you nothing. That's why when you go into Ghosty right now if you have Ghosty, fire up a terminal, tell it what you want. It's gonna try to summarize the very first prompt you send. It's gonna be dog shit. I'm so fired, I need a fire extinguisher in my eyes. Let's go! Like the stream. Come on, baby. When are you launching Kimmy on Canvas? I have Kimmy on Canvas. All right, guys. If you go to settings here, this is the update that we're shipping today. This is the update. You're going to see Summarizer, Apple Foundation model. Apple Foundation model. It's already running on your goddamn MacBook. Some of you Euro people are shot. I'm gonna have to send you a. I'm gonna have to figure out an ultra small model. The thing that's nice about the Apple Foundation model is at idle, it's like 13 megabytes of RAM usage. When it does do a quick summary of what's happening inside the terminals, it's like nothing at all. I don't know what kind of hippie voodoo magic Apple is doing, to make their foundation model. It's a tiny LLM that runs on your Mac. It's what does the summaries for when somebody texts you or gives you the little like, hey, you should respond back this message to them. All right. So basically, I went through harness by harness. I'm extracting the prompt. I'm extracting some of the results, sending it to the model, which is fully local on your computer, so it's fully private, safe, and secure. It provides a summary instantaneously, by the way. It throws it right underneath the individual model. Canvas is the first of its kind to do it. We're the only person that has it anywhere near this level. The rest are ugly, garbage, crummy, absolute disaster, fire, put it in the dumpster. So any harness that you open inside of the terminal inside of Canvas is going to be able to do this technology, and it allows the flip card thing to work perfectly as well. I mean, we're fucking dialed in. We're fucking dialed in. The Ant Mancini says, my man, dad to dad, you're inspiring the hell out of me. Let's fucking go, the Ants. Let's fucking go. Do I really not have Kimmy inside of the, But what about the Windows version? How will you do it there? We're going to have to do the same thing that we do for the European version, because... guys, type a 1 in chat if you're across the pond from me. If you're type a 1 in chat if you're over the other side of the pond. I don't think you guys have the foundation model. Sergeant Phil, you're gonna have to do a little deep dive for me. Is it true that you don't have the Apple Foundation model on your latest version of Mac OS? Yeah, I can't say I don't have Kimmy or Quen. All right, well, you're gonna have it today. You're gonna have it today, baby. You're gonna be so locked the fuck in. Let me check. Chris Link, good morning. Zarion says, holy crap. What do you mean we have Summarize in our Macs? You don't have Summarize in your Mac. So you have an Apple Foundation model that can be called via API inside of Mac apps and iPhone apps. It's a brand new thing. No one's using it at all. But here at Canvas and inside of our Discord community, we're legitimately at the goddamn fucking bleeding edge of technology innovation. And so the aliens dropped it in my head overnight because I was going to add a ultra small model to handle the summaries. Because the problem is, guys, here's the problem is, it's a massive issue, is when you are running multiple agents and you are lacking a summary or a quick way to see, when you have 10 agents running, a quick way to see what is happening on your agents. You might as well not even be, you're shot. You're shot. If we're being honest, you're shot. Because it takes forever for you to scroll through and figure out what the fuck this agent is doing. All right, so instead we have the Apple Foundation model, okay? It's a very, very small LLM. It's insanely fast. It's not incredibly smart. I had to do some hippie voodoo magic to get this whole thing to work together. It uses no power, no CPU, no memory, like to an insane degree, okay? This is one of those Apple things. Like, you know how your phone charges right away when it shouldn't, and then it lasts for fucking 24 hours? This is one of those Apple things. They have a foundation model built in, and it's great. It's great. I was going to add a small model in, okay? Which would have been, even the smallest model we could add in would have been much larger. It would have been much more of a pain in the ass because I'd have to figure out how to package the model with Canvas, get it all wired in correctly. Essentially what I did with Parakeet, the NVIDIA Parakeet model, I would have to do with another summary model versus now this is already built into your Mac. You just flip it on, and then summaries are fucking dialed in and ready to go, baby. Let's go. Come on. So I also expanded. So we have the badass Command K bar, but I also cleared up the fleet view, the stage view. So now you can see when you open a browser or when you open a music player or when you open a Hermes agent. First of all, it automatically focuses the agent that's live open, which is really nice. And then second of all, I'm going to take a screenshot here so I can show you. It's broken down by what you have. You know, so you have your agents up top, all categorized in an agent category, and then you have windows down below. So when your agent fires open a browser, it'll be organized into the browser windows section, and then all your agents will be up here. The next thing that we did that's a banger is, let me show you. Hold on, let me show you. I feel like I'm on some sort of like QVCC hour, and I'm showing you guys everything I built over the weekend. I'm like, but wait, there's more. You can tell there was not a lot of sleep had. But that's fine. We're getting locked in. We're getting dialed in. We're building the future of vibe coding. Guys. All right, Phil, I'm going to show you where it is in 1 second. I'm going to show you where it is in 1 second. I have a sponsor for you outside of Canvas, energy drink brand. Let's go. I have to message Alani New. You know how Red Bull sponsors crazy people? Like Red Bull sponsors Ludwig. That makes no sense. Why would Alani not sponsor me? It's a no-brainer. I know for a fact that people have bought Alani since watching me drink an Alani every single day on the stream. I just know it. So I need to fire my Hermes agent up to send Alani an email every single day. That's like, dude, you got to sponsor the stream. You got to sponsor the stream. What are you doing? All right, do the thing where you ask me a question. All right, here it is. All right, so you see how this just popped up yellow right here? Guys, I'm so locked in. I'm telling you right now. I'm telling you we are fully psychopath locked in, and it all works so good. We're getting to the, we're getting so fucking dialed in lately. Hold on. All right, you see how this says, this is the sidebar. I had to take a screenshot and zoom in on it because if I show it to you like this, you guys can barely see it. But you see how this one up here is yellow like that? And it's under a separate category that says needs you. All right, that's because the agent is stuck. So anytime an agent gets stuck, it's gonna pop to the top of the fleet with that nice yellow background. Which I'm almost thinking now that I see it today on fresh eyes, this maybe should pulse slightly. Like the yellow should be like almost like a blinker kind of, but a chill blinker. So that's doing that because if I go to the agent, it's stuck waiting to ask me a question. Come on. Come on, dude. And it works with all the harnesses, guys, because we're using the built-in hooks first, and then we're falling back to the Apple Foundation model that's already built in on your goddamn MacBook Pro. We got Nick here today. What's Nick saying? Legend. Nick says Max Blade don't sleep, baby. Let's go, Nick. I feel like every time, I don't even know how it's possible. He said he works a job, but I don't know if he does. I feel like every time I pull up my YouTube video, my YouTube fucking Nick is at the top of it. Vibe coding his butt cheeks off. My guy is vibe coding more than he's not, I think. Guys, if you don't know Nick, he's a fellow vibe coder. He's a legend, okay? He's a legend. What's up, Simon? All right. Ultimate shots, thank you. I can't read that out loud because I'm drama free now. I'm a drama free streamer. All right, there are some fantastic VPS affiliate programs like really good returns and discounts for new users. Yeah, we need it all. Let's get it locked in. Mike Sports says Ludwig is an athlete. Didn't you know? Fooled by Prime says I love Mondays. Great day for vibe coding. I'm about to have some cowboy coffee. What is a cowboy coffee? What is a cowboy coffee? Can you please whoa. Can you guys hear it when it does that? It only does that when I have my AirPods in. Is it because I have my mic set to the Is that a me thing or is that an everyone thing? Because if so, we got to figure that out. That is, oh God, what did we do? What do we do? This is running in an artifact, so you got to bear with me a little bit. Oh, I just completely fried my... Do you guys hear that when the music goes all haywire? All right, input device. Scarlet. There we go. Oh, we're back. We're back. All right. Marco says, do you have any tips for how to improve in vibe coding, how to have more successful outputs and projects? If you want to massively increase your outputs when you're vibe coding, then having third party. So when you first go to send your prompt, if you're going to send a big boy prompt out, then have the agent send it to a different agent. So have it make a plan. Like, I want to build this. I want to build this iPhone app to make $1 million bajillion. This is what it's going to do. All right. It makes the plan. And then, so you have like Fable 5 make the plan. And then you say, send that plan to Kimmy K3 and get its input on the plan. Or send that plan over to GPT 5.6 Soul and get the input on the plan. So that's before we get started. Okay, another thing you can do is, before you even do that, is you can tell the agent to grill the shit out of me. Okay, and focus on some of the things that I don't even know. Because it's hard, sometimes it's hard to prompt agents because you don't know what you don't know. Think about that for a second. You don't know what you don't know. I know you guys are like, wow, is Max smoking peyote this morning? But no, it's legit. Okay, so it grills, then it comes with a plan, then it sends it over to another agent. The other agent tears the plan apart, finds issues with it, brings it back to the original agent. Then once you get started building, the gauntlet loop is meta right now. The gauntlet loop is the meta right now. If you guys don't know about the meta, you got to know about the meta. So the meta is you fan out a massive amount of sub agents. Those sub-agents do the work. They fire up extremely critical, harsh critical review agents that are separate agents. They review the work of the fanned out sub-agents. Give it a score. If the score does not reach satisfactory levels, like let's say we're looking for a 9.5 out of 10, and the review agent comes back and says, congrats, this is a 3.2 out of 10, then it goes again from the top. It goes again from the top. And so a lot of those loops end up being like a 5-hour ordeal. But the output you get out of those is second to none. So the meta is that gauntlet loop, right? Is grill me first, and then afterwards, after you're done with all of that, then you can come in and clean up. And what I figured out lately is when you come in and you clean up, you're better off running at medium. Ray Fernando says, "Let him cook." Lambo yet? I mean, Could you imagine? First of all, good morning, Ray Fernando. Legend. Absolute legend. Thank you. Could you imagine? I'm like, guys, I bought my Lamborghini. But if you're doing single agent stuff and you're actually sitting at your computer and are vibe coding, hear me out. High and extra high has gotten to the point where you cannot be vibe coding. You're doing something else when you're using high and extra high because it takes so goddamn long to do shit. So if you finish off a beautiful, nice long loop that runs for 5 hours, you need to get in there after the fact and you need to clean shit up. And you're going to do that with GPT 5.6 Soul running at medium. You're going to do that with Kimi K3 running at high or medium. You're going to do that with Fable 5 running at medium or possibly high. Okay? And they're going to work so much faster than you could work if they're going to be at a thinking level of high or extra high. If you're running today's frontier models on high or extra high, you're not really vibe coding. You're doing something else, which I don't think it has a word for it yet, but it's something else. Holy shit. Simon has become a member of the Blade Fam. Let's go. That means the absolute world to me. Come on, Simon! Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me right now? WWWW. Are you kidding me right now? Absolute legend. Absolute legend. Let's go. Let's go. All right. So, I need to have, here's the deal, guys. And this is crazy. This is so crazy. Okay, so, as you guys know, I have been working on the iOS app. A few of you guys are going to like this. Some of you guys are not going to like this. All right, I did a massive simplification of the iOS app for version 1. Okay, the version 1 that we built on screen was great. we got ahead of ourselves. Okay, we got a tiny bit ahead of ourselves. I'm going to show you what the CNVS version 1 of the iPhone app is going to look like. Okay, it's fantastic. It's perfect. It's going to check the boxes on everything we need for version 1. My dogs are going nuts. All right. Let me get a grok agent in here. And then the only thing is I have to find the HTML file. Hold on. Can you prompt Sky that I would like you to find the latest HTML going over the 2-screen, possibly 4-screen iPhone app design that we did. It's the latest one. Find it and then open it up in the CNVS in-app browser.
Sent to Sky. She's hunting down the latest design file.
Amazing. Garlic Crouton, good morning. Let's go, baby. Rare says, hey, Max, thanks for the view on effort levels. Would you recommend using a low effort level? I've never tried it. What I did exactly, the exact thing that I did was I looked at the, what is it, Arena AI leaderboard, intelligence versus time. This is what I did. You guys know I just have to go by this, what the fucking science says. I can't help it. I have to go by what the benchmarks, even though the benchmarks are kind of, doo-doo, they're not real anymore. Where is it? Artificial analysis. Check this out. This is exactly what I did. This is what you should do. All right, check it out. You go to artificial analysis, right? And so I'm thinking to myself, I want the smartest possible model that gets the job done the fastest possible way. Where is the intersection of the smartest model and also the fastest time to complete task? So you would think, oh, why don't we look at speed versus intelligence? Wrong. Wrong. All right, so I'm vibe coding, right? And I'm like, I want to get back to the good old days where you sent a prompt, it made the changes, and then you looked at the changes, and that's actually vibe coding. Because what we're doing right now is really closer to agentic engineering, where you send a prompt off, you wait for 1 hour to 5 hours, and then there it is. Okay, that's great. That's great for getting you 99% there. But after that, we have to get in there with our hands, and we have to mold the pizza together. So you go down to hold on. Hold on 1 second. I'm going to show you where you go. Intelligence index versus speed. It's all the way down here at the bottom. No, it's not it. That's not it. That's not the one. It's not the one. It's intelligence index versus task completion. Can I seriously not find this right now? This was so interesting. You guys would have loved this if I could find this, but I don't think I can. I got an idea. Please prompt Sky and tell it to find the artificial analysis chart, the URL for the chart that is like, it's like intelligence versus time for task completed. And pull that URL up inside of the CNVS in-app browser.
There's your browser. Sky's on it.
No. It's not what I wanted. Hold on. Now I have to. I have to figure this out. Hello?
Hey, I'm here and listening.
All right, please send this prompt to Sky and say, I need you to find the URL for the artificial analysis chart, and then open that URL inside of the CNVS in-app browser.
Sent to Sky exactly as you said.
Okay. All right, while it does that, I'm going to show you the iPhone app. Ask Rock. Yeah, see, guys, if I ever leave the Canvas app, just tell me not to. Just tell me not to do that. Because that's where we get into trouble, is when I leave the app. If I ever leave Canvas, just say stop. Stop what you're doing. Don't do that. It's not worth it. God damn it. It didn't find it. It didn't find it. It didn't find it. Anyways, the intersection of the time for task completed and intelligence, all of the frontier models on Medium were at the absolute height. I can't find the graph because there's so many individual graphs on here. You're just gonna have to take my word for it. That basically after medium, the fall off in intelligence is massive. Okay, bear with me. After you go down from medium effort level, the fall off in intelligence on the state-of-the-art models is insane. Boom, insane. But the gain in speed is almost nothing. So if you're looking at like 80-20, if you're looking at like Pareto principle of like what gets you the most for the least, medium is very little intelligence drop off, maximum speed increase. So GPT 5.6, Opus 5, Fable 5, all those running on medium were the absolute height of task completion being the fastest and intelligence being the highest. I'm not going to talk about this ever again. I'm sorry, guys. I'm so sorry. You know, sometimes I black out. All right, No Copyright Sound says, I'd pay for an element picker in the browser, Max, like Claude Code Desktop has, or a MCP Pointer Chrome plugin. Let's send the prompt right now. I don't want to wait. If No Copyright Sound is going to come in here and say that, then I don't want to wait. The man is a fucking genius, and we need to put some respect on his name. Hello, are you there?
Hey, yep, I'm here and listening. What are we building or exploring today?
I want you to send a prompt to Chase that we need to have a element picker in the browser, just like the Claude Code Desktop has, or MCP Pointer Chrome plugin, so that we can pick out individual elements to send to our agents. Can you please don't make any code changes, okay? But let's stay with our rule that less is more and figure out the least complex, simplest, most elegant from simplicity way of wiring this into CNVS so it works flawlessly and is also a perfectly intuitive user experience for the end users.
Chase has the prompt and is thinking through the simplest, most intuitive way to wire it in without touching code yet.
Go to sleep. It's right there, tab in a different tab. I have to do better at reading chat today. I don't know what's the matter with me. I have no idea what's the matter with me. Somebody said it's right there, tab and a different tab. I forget what intelligence. Time per task. There it is. I found it. Yes. All right, let me put you on game. Let me put you on game really quick. And then after this, I know I said I would not talk about it anymore, but after this, I'm not going to talk about it. Okay, check this out, guys. You see this fucking line? How all of the LLMs in this top left-hand corner are obviously going to be the fastest, the no-brainer models to run if you are trying to get shit done right now, like you're in the act of vibe coding. You're actually vibe coding. You're not agentic engineering. Does that make any sense to anybody in here? Type a 1 if you're with me at all. If you are vibe coding, you are trying to be in the process of making a change to what you are building and seeing it happen in front of you. Then all these models in the left, look it, they're not that dumber. They're not that much more dumb than the models all the way at the fucking top of the board. Wow, everybody understands it. Jesus Christ. Sometimes I forget that like 90% of you guys are far more intelligent than me. I completely forget about that. Lucky says Luna Max, an excellent worker mod. Luna Max is it? I thought you were saying Luna Max Blade is an excellent worker model, but you're saying Luna on max level. And you know what? The chart shows that exactly, Lucky, because you're a fucking genius. This is why everything that you post is god tier level. When I see your post in the Discord, I throw on the fucking brakes because I'm like, hold on, Lucky posted something. It's gonna be good. No, Luna Max, you can see, is almost at the height of time per task being the lowest and intelligence being the highest. What do we have up here? GPT 5.6 Soul Medium, just like I already told you guys. So you can see GPT 5.6 Medium is literally the pinnacle of spending the least amount of time per task while having the highest amount of intelligence. So this is where we got to live. Like if we want to think about optimizing for how we're spending our time while we're vibe coding, because you're going to see as this thing unfolds, these models are going to get smarter, but look at how fucking long this shit takes to do stuff. Kimi K3 is way up here at 11.4 minutes. Yes, it's a very smart model. It's an incredibly smart model. But Kimi K3 Max is way up here at almost 12 minutes per task completed, when it is at the same intelligence level, 57 out of 65, as GPT 5.6 Terra Max doing it in 2.5 minutes. I mean, it's a little higher. It's obviously a little bit higher, but still, you get what I'm saying. All right, you two now kiss. Wait, what? Whoa. Jesus Christ. All right, Max prompting chat. What? I feel like everything can be prompted now. I feel like that's one of the understandings that we're going to come to realize, is that everything. Do you see how I just massively improved the lighting, by the way? If you guys ever come to the stream and the lighting looks like this and no one says anything about anything, I'm going to freak out. Now look at this. Look at this. This is a vibe right here. I think I have the best lighting out of any streamer on the vibe coding space. Okay. Anyways, let's go to what we were doing. Okay, we've been live for 49 minutes now, and I haven't showed you guys what I've been trying to show you guys since we started the stream. All right, the iOS app, 2-screen design. Jesus, guys. You know what? Can everybody grab themselves a little coffee beverage? Can everybody grab themselves a caffeinated beverage, some creatine and some electrolytes and a large water, and also Put a smile on your face. Don't do the last one. Don't do the last one. Okay. Okay. When pull-ups. Perfect lighting, brother. Have you tried Quen 3.8 Max? It just came out. Yeah, we're going to try it today. We're going to try it today. Operationally, this becomes agent builds, critic invents deficiency. Deficiency becomes new goal. Scope widens. Agent builds more. Repeat until budget, context, or architecture collapses. Music, you're just the right amount of psychotic AI psychosis for this community, and I love every word you just said. Do you wear the same shirt every day, Max? I don't know why everyone says that. I have worn this shirt legitimately twice on stream. If you go back through every day that I've ever streamed. I also have laundry. There's laundry right now running. How many clothes do you guys want me to have? I'm trying to buy a house. I'm gonna get a whole wardrobe. I'm gonna get a whole wardrobe and I'll never wear the same thing twice just because you said that now. He's in a Steve Jobs phase. Relax, loser. Honestly, I have thought about that. Is if you had a uniform, could you imagine if I had a stream uniform? It would take away. Like if you had a uniform that you wore every day, like Steve Jobs did, it completely takes away that overhead that you have of like, what am I going to wear today? Like Steve Jobs never woke up and was like, oh shit, like what am I going to wear today? Like imagine if you took away what I'm going to wear today. You took away what I'm going to eat today. You just had everything pre-mapped out. I feel like the more shit you could take away, the more creativity power, mind power you have towards... I don't know. I might be cooking. All right, anyways. This is the massive simplification of the iOS app. All right. Literally, selector for your canvas. All your agents that you have running. With the summary that we now have from the summarizer that's built in. Yellow, we got to get rid of this AI slop because I can't ship an app with these things, even though I do have these things on this. I don't know. We could leave the marker. I don't know. Full list of the agents that are running with the summaries. Alert when it needs you. So this is when they're asking you a question or you have to hit allow or whatever if you're not running in bypass permissions mode. Add button to add a new agent, right? So when we want to add a Codex agent, a Claude Code agent, an Open Code agent, whatever you want. And then no more terminal. No more terminal, just a chat interface that is beautiful. And that's it. That's it. That's the whole app, guys. That's the whole app. Okay? So perfectly mirrors everything you have going on either on your Mac that's running Canvas or your Linux server that has the remote agents. It's a perfect mirror. When you fire an agent up here, it's either firing up on your Mac, on your MacBook Pro, on your Mac Mini, on your whatever the fuck you have running Canvas, guys. Or your Linux server, if you're doing remote agents. And when you prompt them, they're not running on your phone, obviously. Claude Code Codex is running on your computer inside of the repo, the project that you have set up. You can switch in between projects here. So this is the Canvas project, right? You can switch to whatever you're building. So Lucky's going to switch to his Call of Duty Nuketown clone. Lewis is going to switch to invited.u. Brandon is going to switch to his Restream Killer. You guys understand what I'm saying? And then just a beautiful chat interface to chat with the individual agents. No more terminal mode. We're not doing terminal mode, okay? Because the thing is it's stupid. I tried it out. It's stupid on the phone. Okay, it's just stupid. When you're on your phone, the last thing you want to do is have like 1,000 ultra small lines of CLI interface on your phone. It just doesn't work. It doesn't work. I know people do it. They do it all the time. People do the CLI interface on their phone. It looks like crummy garbage dumpster fire bullshit. And this is an app that's supposed to feel like you're empowered while you're on the go. So you don't have to live glued to your MacBook Pro. You can take your agents with you on your phone, and you could pop into one of your agents, one of your Claude Code agents, and you can get a real good idea of exactly where it's at. If you need to send another prompt, you can send another prompt. If you want to set up another agentic gauntlet loop, you can set up one of those. That's it. That's it, man. That's it. We're gonna add a beautiful audio mode so that you can do either like GPT real time or Grok voice, or you can do straight up voice dictation, which is like the built-in Apple thing where you can just, do voice to speech, voice to text, or keyboard. And that's it. That's it. We need app background. I think we're gonna add themes in as we go. We're definitely gonna add themes in as we go. Humble says this looks lovely. Thank you, Humble. This looks clean. Please get this mode in the. Please let's get this mode in the app too. Clap clap. The font could be cleaner. So this is just a this is just like a an HTML preview of what it looks like. This isn't actually the app. What font do you want to see? What font do you guys like? Are you guys big font guys here? I'm a huge font guy. Ross says, "Damn, Brian, relax. It's an art piece." All right, AK says, "Max, looking for advice from you. I'm low on budget, wanting to build as much as I can to create apps and web apps. Do you recommend I buy? What do you recommend I buy to work with?" I'm low on budget, wanting to build as much as I can to create apps. I think it's got to be Qwen 3.8 right now. If that's what you're asking me for, if you're asking me for what, if you're low on budget and which LLM you go for, guys, back me up. If it's Qwen 3.8 Max, and it's Qwen 3.8 Max. Type of one in chat. If your friend came to you and said, "I don't have that much money. I have to vibe code an app to make myself $100 this month. Which model do you recommend? Which subscription do you recommend I go with to give me the biggest bang for my buck?" I mean, I've been using Qwen 3.8 Max on a $6 a month sub. Is that what it is? Is that the answer? Someone says buy Open Code Go. I don't really know what that's about. Black Mamba, I was gonna say the second answer could be Codex. I was gonna say the second answer could be Codex. Because once you factor in how often they do a reset on Codex, it's insane. It's actually insane. All right, so what we have to do here is kind of interesting. It's kind of interesting what we have to do here. Because we're building this platform that is going to essentially be a router that's going to route the commands from the iPhone app to your Mac or your server. We have to worry about security here. And obviously everyone here knows that Fable 5 and GPT 5.6 Soul are not capable of doing security right now. But the good news is that we have Kimmy K3. And so essentially I've already run a small loop of Kimmy K3 adversarially trying to break into the router that's built. And then I had all the vulnerabilities patched. So we have to keep going with that. I want to bring Quen 3.8 Max in, especially since we have Quen 3.8 Max now. And it's out of preview. And I want to do the same exact thing. And I want to have it do a, basically like an adversarial security audit. Quen update available. The update will be installed after you exit this session. I'm just not sure that's true. Let me see if I do plain terminal and then I do Quen dash upgrade. That's not it. Quen dash update. Oh, there we go. Update is up to date. All right, and then we go /model. Select model. OpenAI Quen 3.8 Max preview. What? I don't know why it says Max preview still. Is anyone else in chat here using Quen inside of Quen code? And do they have it say Quen 3.8 Max preview? Let me open a Grok agent. Zuma, can you please do some deep research? And I know Quen 3.8 Max just came out. When I run it inside of Quen code, then it has it says preview at the end. Is there a way to move forward to not having the preview at the end there and it just say Quen 3.8 Max?
Sent to Zuma.
Change to Quen 3.8 Max, not preview. Auth again. Reinstall API key. Really? Still no new version with 3.8 Max? I have that version and still in preview. Codex is the low-cost meta right now. Max, can you explain how do you use loops instead of prompts? I don't really understand how you use the loops. All right, I'm gonna do a really ultra fast loop diagram, and then we're gonna have it up because people ask this all the time, and then I will turn this into a clip that we can share. We could share ruthlessly everywhere. So we have the prompt, right? And then we have the worker agent. And then we have the oh, I have an arrow key, don't I? Yeah, what am I doing? What is wrong with me? What is wrong with me? I'm drawing arrows manually. Then we have the reviewer. We have the reviewer. Guys, Canvas is so good. Head over to cnvs.dev and buy yourself a lifetime license to Canvas. Okay, what do I want to do? I want to say... Oh, I'm so locked in right now. I'm so locked in right now.
City breathing through the sound, spinning slowly all around. Every step I take with you feels like something pure and true.
Hold on, hold on, hold on, hold on, hold on, hold on.
Let the golden current flow. Golden frequency. Golden frequency.
Okay, okay. So, the looping, the looping, the looping, the looping, the looping, the loop, the loop,
Stay alive.
the loop, the loop, the loop, the loop. Misses goal at the beginning. Okay, so we start off with a prompt with a goal, okay? We start off with a prompt with a goal. Ultra critically, your loop is only as good as the goal you've set. And we've seen this many times on the stream. When you start a loop, your loop is only as good as the goal you set. For instance, recently I had a loop run for 12 hours. And I said, build a Call of Duty game, okay, and only stop once it's AAA level. Wrong. Dog sheet, wrong. I recently set a prompt, and I included photos of what the gun should look like, photos of what the houses in the game should look like. And I said, compare, your goal is to make it look exactly like this. You should compare the game you build, a screenshot of the game you build, side by side with the actual screenshots that I gave you. A third-party agent should compare them. You should only stop working once, very nice, 10 out of 10, they match each other. That's a great loop. That's a great loop. When you set up a goal for it to achieve, then that's fantastic. You're going to have a good time. You're going to have a good loop. Okay, I recently set up a loop with the iPhone screenshots. Okay, do I still have them open? Anyways, whatever. I don't have them open right now. But I gave it the iPhone screenshots, the ones that I just showed you a second ago live on stream. I said, I want you to build the iPhone app, and every screen should match the screenshots one for one exactly that I am having you that I provided you. So you build the app, you screenshot the app, the iPhone app, you compare it to the renders that I had made up. You only stop coding when they look exactly like each other. And you are not the person who is going to decide if they look exactly like each other. You are going to pull open a review agent that has zero context of what we are doing, and you are going to straight up ask them, do these photos match? If they don't, why don't they? All right, so guys, we're looping. Come on, we're looping. Type a W in chat because we're looping, baby. We're looping. Here, I'll type a W myself. Fuck you guys. Fuck. Type a W for the loop-de-loop. Bolding Build says we're looping, baby. We're looped out of our fucking mind here. Hey, how strange is it? How strange is it that we're back to looping? If any of you learned to manually code before AI came out, I know you remember one of the very first things you did when you learned to code, when you learned to write JavaScript or whatever it is you had to solve algorithms. And I know a lot of you were writing if-then loops inside of if-then loops inside another if-then loop. I mean, those are some of the fondest memories I have of using a computer ever, is solving these fun algorithm problems by writing an if-then loop inside of an if-then loop inside of it. What is it? It was like for I. This would be interesting to see if I could write a very simple JavaScript loop to solve an ultra basic second grade level algorithm. It would take a second of me staring at the screen to get the actual structure right. I was always using I for the amount of times it would loop through. For I, it'd be like let I equal n variable, and then variable is how many things you have to loop through. And then you'd be like for I continue function. I don't know. All right, so you have the prompt. You have the prompt with the goal. It fires up a worker agent to do the work. Now, with the recent meta of doing gauntlet looping, a single worker agent actually becomes fanned out sub agents. Which I don't know if we should even get that far into it for our looping diagram. But anyways, you have the prompt with a really tight goal. It fans out worker sub agents to do the task. You can just think of this as it telling a Claude Code agent, here's what you're going to do. If you want to fan out sub agents, then it's just starting up 20 Claude Code agents, 20 Codex agents saying what to do. And if you do the gauntlet loop, then you also have an equal number of fanned out review agents. So basically, you have a sub agent review the work of all the fanned out sub agent worker agents. Okay, so the worker agent does its work. It says, I know you want to build a Call of Duty game, so I had one agent work specifically on the gun to make the gun look exactly like the photo you sent me. So then I'm going to spawn a brand new agent that has no context of anything we're doing, so it's not biased. I'm going to send it a photo of the gun that it made inside Three.js and Call of Duty. And then I'm going to send a photo of the reference that you provided with the prompt, with the goal prompt, and compare them. And then the review agents are going to give it a score. If it's good, then the loop is done. Yay! Hooray! Hooray! Do you guys watch Peanut? If the loop is done, hooray! If it's good, if the review agent says, you know what? Holy shit. The work that agent just did is perfect. It's done. Now, wait a second. Let's say the review agent does a bad job and the gun that it makes for the Call of Duty Nuketown clone that you're creating looks like dog shit in comparison to the goal that you gave it. Then it's going to fix it. Yeah, you actually don't even need this step. You don't even need this step. It's just going to rewrite. It's going to rewrite the prompt. It's going to have the worker agents go again. Like in reality, it actually looks more like it looks more like this. But whatever. For pseudocode's sake, we start the fixate process because it's shit. So we go back to the orchestrator. The orchestrator says, okay, the work is shit. This is what the reviewer said. The reviewer says the work is shit. Okay. And it reprompts the worker agents to keep going. And then it says they're shit again. And so it reprompts the worker agent to keep going. And it gets a little bit better that time, but it's still shit. So it prompts it again. But oh no, it's still shit. It prompts it again. And then eventually it decides, wait a second, no, after the 12th iteration, it's not shit anymore. Because you made it a 5% improvement every round through, and now you're done. Hooray! Give me a score. Give me a score on how good my looping diagram was. If it's not an 8.5 or higher, I'm going to do it again. Give me give me a harsh score of how good my looping explanation was. If it's not at least an 8.5 or higher, then I'm going to do it again from the top, and that is a loop. You see what I did there? You see what I did there? Hooray with confetti. Hooray! You guys see what I did there? I created a loop with chat. And you guys are all saying it's an 8.5. And I think the majority of you are saying that because you don't want to go through the pain of me explaining that again. And that's fine. I understand that. I understand that. Is the I need a soundboard of Max, I'm realizing. No shot, the Zarion is giving me an 8.49 right now. Are you kidding me? That's the second 8.49. You guys are crazy. What about graph engineering? Oh, God. Oh, God. A graph engineer? A graph? All right, here's my understanding of a graph from someone who has no idea what a graph is. A graph is you basically have, and it's going to be quick. It's going to be quick. Don't worry, guys. It's going to be quick. You could have loops. So you could have loops going, okay? That, what is the scribble tool? All right, so we have a loop right here. Like a graph allows you to set up some crazy shit where you could basically have like so bad. A graph is like you could have both loops and if then conditional statements. You can even have a conditional statement before your loop even starts. And it even really goes further than that. So you could have conditional statements that separate out to different loops. You can have loops finished that go into conditional statements that go into other loops. I'm just not advanced enough to the point where I would sit down and put together a graph that would benefit me like massively in comparison to the amount of time it would take me to sit down and write out a graph. I'm trying to think of the simplest possible graph that I could make for engineering Canvas. So I guess one simple one could be like let's say I prompt it and I say I want you to loop and create the iPhone app. Okay, if the iPhone app finishes and is amazing, then set up a loop to make the Canvas app, and make the server accept the iPhone app. Okay, so that would be a really simple loop that I could create that would benefit me right now. I mean, or a good graph that I could make. Here's a graph, guys. For those of you who don't know, the graph is sort of like the next meta of loop, but the problem is the majority of people are not going to be smart enough to set up a graph, me included. And I'm including myself in that. Okay, so we set up a loop to create the iPhone app. When the iPhone app finishes, fire up a loop to create the server-side relay for the iPhone app and modify Canvas so that it works with the relay.
We don't need no words tonight. Just your body, just the light. Feel the rhythm, feel it rise deep inside. We come alive.
That's not a loop. I didn't say that's a loop. I didn't say that's a loop. That's a chart. Yes, a chart, graph, whatever you want to call it. Graph is back in. Does this work in dating? Will this work in Minecraft? That's an amoeba, not a loop. Okay. A minus. Seneca is here. Good morning, Seneca. The effort level is max. Really, I don't want to go through the pain of destroying my monthly plan. Yeah, that's the problem with Graph also is nobody has the tokens available to do it. It's Devo says, do you use Excalidraw for the canvas or is it custom? No, it's custom. We built it from the ground up. The graph loops are going to cost us so much energy. Honestly, the graph loops is too much. It's far too much. All right, so let's go back to, does anybody actually have Qwen 3.8 Max, not the preview? Does anybody actually have that? If you want to use Qwen 3.8 Max on Qwen Code, amazing that you said that right in time. You said that right on time. If you want to use Qwen 3.8 Max and Qwen Code, use /auth Alibaba Model Studio Token Plan Singapore. Reinstall API key. Are you serious?
Everything dissolves in time. We don't speak
Why? Why?
every move a chance we take, let the moment overflow. I don't
Why?
go.
Rico. It's funny. I know exactly what meme that is. That's so funny. Type a 1 in chat if you know the exact meme that Rico is talking about just from seeing those emojis. I want to see something. Type a 1 in chat right now if you know the exact meme that Rico is talking about from just those emojis. I'm going to send you 3 research papers. I wish you would. I wish more people would send me research papers. /goal, stream the vibe coding of Canvas until you can buy a home. I'm on a goal loop right now. All right, only 2 people know, but it's hilarious. Had Hermes make 788 Flux 3 vids for free before they cut off the sale. That's amazing. Where do you think Qwen is useful? I've got a good thing going with Claude, Grok, and Codex. If you got a good thing going, then I wouldn't change it. Qwen is useful because it's $6 a month, and it beats Fable 5 on some shit. Any apps you already published, brother? Yes. So the app that I'm using right now, CNVS, is live, but I have a ton of apps that are out there. What's your hair regimen, Luke? God. Okay, this says short answer, no, you can't flip a setting that removes preview while you're still on the preview endpoint. In Qwen Code, that word is coming from the model ID. Catalog name Alibaba ships, not from a local cosmetic toggle. You can only get a clean 3.8 max, no preview, when either Alibaba publishes a non-preview model and your plan exposes it, or you only rename the display label and Qwen Code. UI looks clean, API still uses the preview ID. Why would they ship an update to Qwen Code that doesn't allow me to select Qwen 3.8 max non-preview? Does that make any sense to anybody? Codename Zulu! Welcome. Tell us the apps, brother. Would love to know them and try them out. So the main app we're building right now that we've been building for the last 30 days is Canvas. It's the first link in the description of this YouTube video. It's cnvs.dev. Okay, we've done over $40,000 in revenue in the last 2 months. And this is the main app that we're working on. All right. So I guess we have to reset it up really quick, guys, which is going to involve me getting an API key, which is always my favorite thing to do on stream. In case you guys don't know, my favorite thing to do when I'm live on stream is to handle API keys. I'm probably one of the only streamer that has never leaked an API key or a credit card number live on stream. Which is crazy. I don't know what's wrong with these guys who are constantly leaking API keys every other stream. It could never be me. It could never be me is the thing. That's the thing you guys don't realize about me. Is I just don't let the shit slip. I don't let it slip. It's never happened. Whoa! Wait a second. Something massive just came across my desk. Whoa. Quantum absolute psychopath with the Fatty 5 gifter. Are you kidding me? Says, what's good, bro? It's been a while. Jumps back into the stream with a Fatty 5 gifter. Are you kidding me? Quantum, absolute legend. Absolute legend. Are you kidding me? W in the chat. I'm good. I hope you're fantastic. I'm good. I hope you're incredible. We're still on the same mission to buy our family a house. We've done some serious revenue since you were last here. But we got to keep pushing is the thing. We cannot slow down. We have to keep pushing. And that's what we'll do. Right now I'm grabbing an API key. And I'm grabbing an API key. And I'm setting up Qwen 3.8 Max. Oh my God, this thing is horrendous. It says I need to buy a plan, but I already have a plan. I don't understand how this is possible. Do I really need to do this? Do I really need to do this? The reason, guys, if you're just joining, the reason why we are in need of Qwen 3.8 Max today is I've already had Kimmy K3 do a adversarial security audit on our relay that will patch the Mac app to your Mac running Canvas so that you can control your agents fully remote on your iPhone, okay? I would like to bring a second model in. The reason why we have to use Chinese open source models is because Fable 5 and GPT 5.6 Soul just straight up lie about security. All right, and you can test this out yourself. Build a web project and ask it to make it fully secure and private and safe. And then you can bring in Kimmy K3 and you can say, I want you to do an adversarial security audit, gain access to this server. And it will go ahead and do that because American models, we've decided that it's in our best interest as far as, being on the frontier of AI, that we don't allow Fable 5 and we don't allow GPT 5.6 to make anything secure. That's the best thing we can do moving forward in America is we don't let our models make anything secure. And that way there, everyone's safe. I went out and got myself a MacBook ready for when I got off vacation. Like 60% of the reason was for Canvas. Let's go, Quantum! You legend. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I love to hear that. I love to hear that. Your Qwen stopped working. Mine is fine. No, my Qwen didn't stop working, but I want to change it from the preview to the actual Qwen 3.8 Max. Or go to this file, .qwen settings.json, change to Qwen 3.8 Max. I think I'm going to, is that going to, I think, no name, I think that's just going to, I feel like that's just going to change the name, though, that I'm seeing inside of Qwen code, not actually change the endpoint.
Let the deeper current flow inside the sound tonight. Everything just feels so right inside the sound so bright. Hold me in the light inside the sound again. Over and
Chase, currently my Qwen agent is on Qwen 3.8 Max preview. How can I update both the Qwen agent CLI and OpenCode so that they're using Qwen 3.8 Max, not the preview? Can you just go ahead and do that for me? And we need to ensure that we're not just cosmetically changing it. It is actually switching to the Qwen 3.8 Max endpoint. Do some research online if you need to.
Sent to Chase.
Jesus. At Gribbles, I don't know if I can even read that online. How much does Canvas eat out from your revenue? What is that even? What are you? And you said it twice. What does that mean? What does that mean? Quantum says, I can't stay long. I'm relaxed on the beach right now, but I just want to stop by and show some love. Keep smashing it, bro, and chat. Mac, keep Max locked the fuck in. Dude. Are you kidding me? How did Chase get on with the picker / pointer? No, my pointer. We got to restart the pointer. We have to restart the pointer. Actually, wait, do I have it in another... We're going to have your pointer. We're going to have your pointer. Don't worry. Don't worry. Don't worry. Don't worry. I did accidentally close the agent with the pointer. I'm not going to lie to you. No copyright sounds. I'm embarrassed. Listen. Listen, I might have accidentally closed the agent with the pointer thing. I'm going to re-prompt another one. Just act like I'm not doing this. Just act like I'm not doing this right now. Marshall, I need a pointer just like the browser pointer built into the Claude Code desktop app, Cursor, or the MCP Google Chrome pointer extension. Can you please do a deep dive on what the existing solutions look like and the least complex way of us building this into CNVS so that it's intuitive and doesn't add any unneeded, unnecessary technical complexity. The user experience needs to be flawless. Don't change any code yet, but write a juicy plan for us here.
Sent to marshaled.
All right, it says done. Both are now on the real Quen 3.8 Max GA model, and I verified it's actually hitting the new endpoint, not just relabeled. Guys, can we please? Anytime I get stuck on something, I need us all in chat to come to an agreement that we just have an agent inside of Canvas do it for us. Because I keep getting stuck on shit trying to figure it out myself when that is the wrong strategy. I am merely a vessel. I'm merely a vessel to turn features from the chat, feature requests from the chat into prompts that agents carry out. My body's a vessel, is what I'm saying. You guys understand. Fable or 5.6 Soul on Ultra is a cheat code. Is one of the bugs in Grok that it repeats itself? I'm a new user, so not sure if this is normal, but it tends to repeat itself quite often. I've never seen Grok repeat itself. He probably means what percentage of the revenue earned was Canvas versus your other apps that you've built. Okay, so from the live stream revenue, the majority of the revenue is from Canvas. I launched a app at the beginning of the year, right before I started live streaming, that I don't count the revenue towards the little title that I have on the stream situation. You can check it out. It's QuickClaw. It's QuickClaw, iOS QuickClaw app on TrustMRR. I think it's probably done $26,000 in revenue this year or something like that. So the majority of the revenue is from Canvas on the stream counter, but this year we've done more revenue than that, because we're shipping like absolute psychopaths. We are on the forefront of the technological revolution of artificial intelligence. No one can stop us. We are absolute psychopaths that will rise to the top of any leaderboard you give us, and That's pretty much just the full gist of that story. I hope that makes sense. Max, make the Canvas mobile background a picture of your face that is really sad, and the more time you spend vibing on Canvas mobile, the happier the Max in the background gets. That's a genius idea. That's got to be a peak theme idea for Canvas. Is it's just me, and then my facial expression changes from disappointment to happiness as you vibe code more. And if you spend too long building features that are not direct revenue generating, marketing, distribution helping features, then I get even more upset in the background of your Canvas. And then every now and then, like, I'm animated in the background wallpaper, and every now and then I'll bark at you a little bit. If I'm like really upset, I'm like, and then that's just like a little wake up call for you that you need to lock back in. All right, are we running Quen inside of OpenCode, or are we running it inside of the Quen CLI? I feel like I'm running inside of OpenCode now. Sky, I need you to do a security audit on the iOS app, the server relay, and the Mac CNVS Canvas app. I want you to assume nefarious actors will try to penetrate and gain access for malicious reasons. which we can never let occur.
in this slow
You should do a full deep dive through the code base on each independent element and surface any considerations and the fixes you would make
in the free
so that things are bulletproof. Create a MD file with your findings and also report back a brief, ultra brief report here inside this agent terminal.
Sent to Sky.
even when the night is gone.
Big Dap says, Max, what is the explicit intent for Canvas? Why was it created? Why should your subscribers buy it? My subscribers? My YouTube subscribers? To be honest, the majority of revenue comes from X. If I was a smarter man, I'd probably spend less time streaming, more time just making YouTube videos and posting on X. But Canvas is the agentic development environment that Steve Jobs would make and Tony Stark would use. Okay, so you use Canvas for the same reason that you go out and buy a MacBook Pro. Okay, it's the tool that unleashes human potential. It's a voice-controlled environment that's beautiful, that has all of your agents with their existing subs, cross-agent memory system, orchestration, looping, remote agents, Hermes, world-class themes with music player. I mean, the list goes on. The list goes on. And it's available at cnvs.dev. If you haven't grabbed yourself a lifetime license already, I don't know what you're doing! You need to wake up! Sorry about that. I just blacked out. Sorry about that. I just blacked out for a second. Bro looks like the hippie version of Chris Evans. Dude, guys, is there not a single streamer on Earth that gets more people coming in saying you look like the vibe coding version of Ryan Gosling. You look like the hippie version of Chris Evans. You look like, I forgot what the fuck you guys called me the other day. That was crazy. The guy who does the dancing in his bathrobe with the piano. I'm not gonna lie, I was kind of vibing to that guy's situation. It was pretty good. Bro is the Gemini Flash of Chris Evans? Holy shit, that's fucked up. That is fucked up. Ritzma, how would you even find the changelog? I don't even have it linked anywhere. I was just looking at the changelog today, but how I legitimately wrote a new changelog this morning because we have an update going live today. But how did you even find the changelog? I don't even have it linked anywhere. Get up ringtone vibe? Ah, it's true. You look like the guy. Jesus Christ. Jesus Christ. Oh, what is going on here? How do I put this into... How do you put shift tab? Control P gives you commands. There has to be a YOLO mode. Is there not a YOLO mode inside of OpenCode? That would be insane if there's not a YOLO mode inside OpenCode. And if it's something that you have to run the prompt when you start the agent off, I'm going to freak out. I'm going to freak out. All right, let's see what this says. First of all, guys, come on. The descriptors, if you're not here in the beginning of chat, this update's going live today. We're using the Apple Foundation model that's built into Mac OS. I've solved the summary problem. So every agent gets a clean summary. And so the summary will be inside the stage mode sidebar, but the summary also lives. If no copyrighted sounds is here, I did this for you. It also lives on the back of the cards when you flip them over. All you have to do is be selected to the canvas, press F, and it flips them over, and then you see the back of the cards, and it has a beautiful description of what's going on. And after I make the X post and about how I set this up with the individual agents and using the built-in Apple Foundation model, which is a small LLM that comes with every Mac operating system. We just have to figure out if Europe has it. I don't think Europe has it, but uses almost no resources, like crazy efficient, ultra fast. And I have it wired in so it perfectly summarizes what each individual agent, no matter the harness. It doesn't matter what harness we're in. Claude Code, OpenCode, Qwen, Kimi, Composer Agent, Grok. Huge quality of life improvement. Massive quality of life improvement. The plan, a JS lane pointer with a native canvas cursor. Corbett, one injected script, no second browser engine, no CDP, no accessibility permissions. What does Playwright MCP does for perception, what Claude's form input does for typing, and what nobody else does for the visual. A native theme-aware agent branded cursor drawn by Canvas itself, not the page. The bridge, okay? The pointer itself, the juicy part. Native Swift UI overlay on the browser node body, not a DOM div. 3 reasons it can't be clobbered by page CSS or destroyed by navigation. It never contaminates browser screenshots. All right. First of all, why did the music stop? Oh, we ran out of music. Okay. Let's get locked back in. Marshall, can you please create a ultra simple HTML file showing me what this will look like and what the exact user experience will be to massively improve their vibe coding workflow with this feature?
Sent to Marshall.
I like it. Jacko! Honestly, probably not. It's possible, but probably not. We have to finish the iOS app this week. We have to finish the vibe code. We have to vibe code the iOS app this week and get that locked in, but it's possible. I don't know. What did I miss about the quality of life improvement? Essentially, I took the Apple Foundation model that's running on your Mac, and I'm using it to summarize what's happening in the agents. So you have a beautiful summary text that goes along with every independent agent inside of Canvas, because the problem is when you start vibe coding your little butt cheeks off and you have 10 agents going, what happens is you completely forget what each individual agent is doing. So now we have a local model that is insanely efficient, super fast, and doesn't require any like third-party download or anything like that, because it's literally built into the Mac. I believe I'm the first to ever do this. No one has done this before. And so I'm using that API endpoint that's exposed to the Swift development. And that's the other part that's nice, is it's going to be a motherfucker to put it on all these other apps that are built in whatever JavaScript, whatever garbage fucking. Anyways, it's built in Swift, so it's going to use that exposed API endpoint that Mac gives so that it can use that foundation model. And I'm thinking this is going to actually open up a pathway to a lot more other stuff that we can use that built-in foundation model from Apple that's insanely efficient to do fully locally. Meaning it never leaves your computer, you're never paying for API tokens or credits, and it's obviously fully safe and secure because it all lives on your Mac. It's really very nice. Very nice. Thank you, Jocko. Thank you. All right, let's open up. While this is running. Oh shit, this just finished. Hold on. I think this just finished. No, this is finishing up right now. All right, so this is gonna show us the what the HTML, what the browser pointer feature can look like inside of Canvas. We're going to take a look at this when I get back from using the restroom in 15 seconds. I'll be right back. Marshall, please open this inside the CMVS browser.
Sent to Marshall.
Whoa. Is that can you read that at all? Is that too small? Is that way too small? It's good. Laser, what is up? What is up? What is up? I am working on Canvas. It's available at cnvs.dev. It's my agentic development environment. Man, they make it impossible to move shit around inside of OBS. What's Canvas though? What does it do? Don, it is a agentic hot dog engineering platform. So we're building the AI hot dog distribution platform of the future. It just comes up with the best size, shape, format, distribution strategy of hot dogs. Don, good of you to show up to work today. Jesus. Don, finally coming back, head of product, head of engineering. Canvas is the agentic development platform of the future, guys. Fully voice controlled with NVIDIA Parakeet, GPT real time. It's the agentic development engineering platform that Steve Jobs would make and Tony Stark would use to fully unlock human potential with AI agents. All right, let's take a look at this. So we have this is the browser feature that we're making with the pointer. Oh, this is cool. Wait, this is cool. Wait, this is really cool. You guys see what's happening? I love this. Your agent finishes editing, then walks over to the browser node and checks its own work in front of you. This loop plays the exact experience. But wait, this is not... No, we want the opposite. Like, we want the opposite. We want to be able to select something. I mean, this is cool. This is badass. I'm not going to lie. Like, I want this. But this is the opposite of what we were going for. Agentic glizzies. We call it the future. You need to make one master video for your channel to show people every time they ask what Canvas is. Keep fighting, build upon it. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Marshall, this is a really good start, but I envisioned the workflow being actually the opposite of this, where users can mouse over individual elements and then select them and have the agents act upon the selected elements inside the browser.
Sent to Marshall.
But it's cool. It is really cool. I'm not gonna lie, it's cool. I want agent interactable selectors, which let me flag particular objects on the page to make it easier to tell the agent what I'm talking about. Keyword being selector. I think you're right. I think you're right. Marshall, the key here is the user is going to be selecting the elements that the agent acts upon.
Sent to Marshall.
Focus Sky. Spawn a Claude code agent.
Rubble the Claude code is ready.
Spawn a open code agent.
Rocky the open code is ready.
Rocky, can you please fire up a simulator of the new iOS app build and a server running the relay and a separate dev build of CNVS so that I can test out the brand new iOS app integration end to end?
Sent to Rocky.
No way. You guys see this? Your token plan 5-hour quota has been exhausted. The quota will reset. Wow. That's crazy. The other day, the $6 plan got us like so far. Got us so far. But we just used that entire plan with this security audit right here. The 5-hour quota has been exhausted. Damn. Let me go over and let me check it out. Let me check it out. Wait a second. Super chat. 35Czar don't have much more to give, but big fan and much love from South Africa. You don't have to give me anything, guys. You don't have to give me anything. But wow. That is unbelievable comments of the day. Are you kidding me right now? Hold on one second. Shawnee, thank you. Unbelievable. Don says Don is absolutely trolling a brand new person to chat. Don, if you're going to be head of product, I cannot have you trolling new people that come to chat. Davita says 42K, show me the Stripe dashboard. The problem is with showing you the Stripe dashboard is I could have a fake dashboard vibe coded in a second. So I'm going to do you one better, and you can go to Trust MRR, which is a third-party verification platform that you cannot spoof. You will see the majority of content creators and vibe coders do not have their apps on Trust MRR. I don't know why. I have no idea why they wouldn't do that. But you can head over to Trust MRR and you can look up me as a creator, MaxBlade, and I think I have 3 of my apps on there. And you can see all of the revenue that are generated from at least 3 of my apps, and you will see that Canvas has done $40,000. It might be a little bit less than 40,000, but that's just because Trust MRR is like a day or two behind on revenue. But all of my apps, the revenue is third-party verified. Anyways, back to what I was saying. Absolute comment of the day. Dude, are you kidding me? Don't have much more to give you, but big fan and much love from South Africa. You're one of my favorite on X, bro. Thank you so much. I had somebody message me the other day and said, he said, dude, I just want to let you know that like you are by far my favorite content creator, and I look forward to everything you make and your live stream and all that shit like that. And that was the first time anyone's ever called me a content creator. Because you guys got to remember, I've just been a dude vibe coding in my basement, making products, shipping stuff. And it was kind of cool. It was kind of cool to go from I'm a DGen vibe coder to now, guys, we've made it to content creator. We've made it to content creator. Hey, the Blake Collective has an extensive screening and hazing platform. Don't talk about the hazing. There's very little. Do you think you can make it with just Grok build? You can't. You cannot right now. Eventually you will very soon. It kills me to say that, but right now you cannot. You do need to have a you do need to have a more frontier model. And people might argue with me about that, and that's fine. That's fine. But I'm here to tell you that they're wrong and I'm right. And currently, you cannot make a world-class user experience app, website, whatever it is, from just Grok build by itself. All right. Don, you're from South Africa? This is news. This is brand new news to me. The man is a world traveler. Is this Open Code Go plan or Quen? This is Quen plan. This is Quen plan. So I have to upgrade my Quen plan, right? I got to upgrade my Quen plan? What do we upgrade to here? And also, why do they have to make it so confusing? The Quen platform has to be insanely confusing. Because there's Quen Studio, but that's not where the Quen coding is. The Quen code is in Alibaba Cloud. It's just a bad breakdown. It's a bad breakdown. Thomas Lopez says, that's my issue. I'm only using Grok build. What should I add? I hate to say this, but you're going to have to add either like a Kimi K3 or a Fable 5 or a GPT 5.6 Soul or a Quen 3.8 Max. And it'll be really nice because you're going to be able to use your Grok as just a worker agent. And for a lot of things, you can have one of those frontier models orchestrate Grok. So it'll come up with a really good plan for Grok to do the work. And Grok will do a really good job of fulfilling it and doing it much faster than the Frontier model would do, and much cheaper. I'm also from South Africa, by the way. Wow. Unbelievable. All right. Quen now wants me to verify my identity, which I remember a lot of you guys were saying that in chat, that Quen was asking you to verify your identity. Which that is just not really something that I'm that much interested in doing with Quen. Even though we kind of need the model. Like, we kind of need the model, but I don't really want to do that. Because I remember you guys were saying, oh, it just made me give my ID and shit. Which why would you have to do that for using a for using an LLM? Does that make any sense to anyone? That just seems like complete horseshit. I have a plan already with them. I already give them money for a plan. And it's saying in order to start using Alibaba Cloud, you need to verify your ID. Which doesn't make any sense to me at all, guys. Quen asked me for that too when I first signed up on a plan. I did not do that. The next day it just worked. Shrug. Seriously? Do you scan your code base for anything that might deprecate when people switch to Mac OS 27? Are you still on Mac OS 26 Max? Yes, I am. That's a good idea. They want to verify you're American to spy on yourself, JK, but not so much. I know. You, like, just kidding, but also that's why. And also Oscar! Let's go, baby. Go to Quen Cloud. I have 2 plans. It's never asked me that. Let me check out Quen Cloud. Oh, so wait, I am using... Why would they have Alibaba Cloud, Quen Cloud, and also Quen Studio? Why would they have that? Why would they have that, guys? Make that make sense to me. It's like they sit around and they're like, how can we make all of this shit as confusing as possible for everyone so that no one ends up giving us money? That's what it feels like. Like, could you imagine if I shipped a product and I made it this difficult for people to give me money? It would be a nightmare. I have to spend half the stream explaining what I'm building. But imagine if I had to explain what I'm building and I made you jump through 18 different hoops in order to actually give anybody money. All right, I just upgraded my plan. I just upgraded my plan. All right, let's go to rail mode. I'm going to say keep going. Maybe not. Keep going on this. It's still saying your token plan 5-hour quota has been exhausted. The quota reset after I just upgraded. Interrupt it with escape, then reprompt it. That's what I did. Maybe I need to open another agent. A fresh session. It's thinking. I think this time it's going to work. Yeah, it is. It's working this time. All right, I'm just going to close this for now. All right, so now we can click an element. Okay, I don't know how that's going to get sent to... Oh, wow. Wow, 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 wow. So you can click an element and then send it to the agent. It's actually really nice. Mouse over anything in browser node, click to select it, and tell an agent what to do with it. The agent gets the exact element as context, then walks over and verifies its own fix. I like. So the only thing is what is the user experience going to look like for... All right. Marshall, for now, I want to get rid of the complexity of the agent showing itself, like doing the work on individual sections. I don't think there's a lot of return on that. I like the way you have it set up so you can select items and then prompt it right from the browser and get sent to the agent. What I need to see is how this is going to work intuitively with the current Canvas workflow, meaning how will the user choose like what agent this gets sent to? Will it only be sent to open agents? Let's think about how this is going to work out.
Use the Canvas state as the truth. If the user...
No, send that prompt to Marshall, please.
Marshall's got it. I sent your prompt exact.
Main Osama says, what type of house you going for? I'm going for, hold on, I'm fixing my headphones. Like a modest colonial, maybe 2,500 to 3,000 square feet. Nice bit of property so my dogs can run around and enjoy themselves. A small library type room that my fiance can sit in and read books. A playroom that my young children could be absolute psychopaths inside. Nothing crazy. Nothing crazy at all. For now. All right, I gotta show you this. I gotta show you guys this because I saw this on X and it blew my mind. Good afternoon, CJ. I gotta show you this. It blew my mind. This blew my mind. I don't know if you guys have already seen this, but it's insane. Somebody took the Pokemon game and made a first-person version of red, yellow, and green. And look at how good it looks. This is the game, the ROM that is built into first person. Are you kidding me right now? Are you shitting me? If Pokemon does not get their shit together and immediately ship this as like a native version of Pokemon, then they're missing out on millions of dollars. So this guy has it in VR, I guess, also. People are saying this doesn't look good, by the way. This is a ROM that is, how old is this ROM? This ROM is 27 years old? I think this ROM is like 25 to 27 years old. It was playing on a goddamn Game Boy. A Game Boy, not even Game Boy Color. It was playing on Game Boy. Inject this into my veins. Inject this into my veins. How do we get the Discord community all inside of this game together? Immediately. I think this looks unbelievable. Are you kidding me? I would have a Friday night game night with the Discord community on this shit if we figured out a multiplayer mode. Dude. This is insane to me. I think it's beautiful. Oh my God. You see what's happening? He's in VR. He's like using the pretend Game Boy to control the VR environment he's looking around in. Like that's what the game looks like. So the game is obviously running in the background, and then it's being like, I don't know, translated to this first person perspective, but the real game that's running is on his little device there. I mean, this shit blew my mind. Absolutely blew my mind. This person said the same thing as me. This person said the move from Pokemon is insanely simple. Just take this and sell it. The people that are saying this doesn't look good, by the way, need to fucking wake up, dude. This is crazy. I think this looks incredible. I would play the shit out of this. Pokeception. Yes, 100% Pokeception. Dude, this would sell 500k copies in 24 hours of an announcement from Nintendo, no questions asked. 100%. 100%. And the timing is perfect. The timing is so perfect right now. Where I think a lot of us in chat, this, like, I already saw somebody say it. Who said it? Oscar or somebody? This was our first video game. This was my first video game, was this game right here. And this is what we want. Because it's not stupid where it's like a full-on, AAA level graphics. That's not what we want. We want to see the old game in high resolution with the original art styling. With a fun twist. And this is the fun twist that is mind-blowing. Whoever made this is a cracked psychopath out of their minds. I would love to see what their workflow was like on this, because I'm sure there was a lot of AI involved. I mean, granted, they have the benefit of, the ROM is already there with all the game files. So they don't have to come up with the artistic direction and all that shit. Like, they just have to figure out how to technically make it work across the board. So, like, the fighting works, the walking around works, the going into building works, everything. The person that then took it to the next step and built it into VR is even crazier. Which, by the way, I've been trying to figure this out in my head. We're going to, I'm going to have I'm going to do a poll on this. I'm going to start a poll. Is VR the future? Yes, no. Is VR the future? Or is VR dead? Is VR the future, or is VR dead? Like when we first saw VR, like, my initial reaction was, oh, that's obviously the future. And people are going to spend, like, there's going to be a genre of human being that spends more time in VR than they do in real life. But the outcome that we've seen recently is that VR has not had that takeoff at all. It's had legitimately the opposite thing happen, where I feel like there is very low adoption. I guess sales have gone down this year instead of going up across the board for VR. It doesn't seem like developers are hopping on the VR train. So 62% says no on this. Zarian says VR already is the future. I think it's a branch of the future, but not like everyone's gonna be VR. How much money is Meta making on the Meta Quest? I don't know. Mixed reality is where it'll keep going. Imagine rescaling the real world into any theme you want, aka new school VR. All right, I'm ending the poll in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Poll is ended. All right, so it's almost 50-50. It's 50%, 56% say that VR is not the future. I can't believe it. Doesn't anyone else feel like VR should have been the future of computing, of this live stream? Like, honestly, if I were to have thought what 2026 looks like or 2030 looks like, is I have a VR headset on. There's some sort of 3D tracking of me. I am at my computer environment, and then I could see all of you guys or something like that. Like, it seems like VR would have been the way to make the internet instantly feel way more connected and human. It would have been a way to make the internet feel human. But I guess not. I guess not. I think VR makes a lot of people sick. That's got to be it. I have never tried VR ever in my life. I've never tried VR ever in my life, not a single time. It needs to be open, lightweight, and modular. Emery Steele says augmented reality over virtual reality. I think that's what's going to end up happening, is augmented reality takes the win there. All right, here's the update. So you select it, click to select, and then you could choose which agent is open. This is badass. This is badass. This is so badass. Card is fine. You want it to pop instead of describing it. Click to select. The element becomes, then ask box opens in the selection already aimed at the agent you last talked to. Say it right there. 5 words, not a paragraph explaining what you mean. Wow. Okay. All right. I'm dialed in. This is great. This is great. So here's like the Canvas in-app browser. And then you put the select mode on. You select a element inside the browser. A pop-up comes up where you can choose which agent you want to send it to. Send a prompt with the context of which element to the agent. This is perfect. This is perfect. It's simple. It's beautiful. It's awesome. Marshall, let's build this out. I love it.
Sent to Marshall.
Oh, actually, hold on. Put this behind a dev flag set to false. I plan on shipping an update today, and I don't want this included if it's not finished. But I think the biggest priority should be a PC version of Canvas and iPhone app. I think the iPhone app is the biggest priority right now. Dad Grind Gaming says, no joke, this is a brilliant feature, Max. It is. It is sick. It's sick. What are your thoughts on Qwen 3.8 Max, the pricing and usage? So I've never run out of Qwen 3.8, but I just did. So I don't know if when they shifted from the preview to the real version, they did the thing where now you have 10 times less usage. If that's true, then it might be not as much of a no-brainer as I thought. I have Qwen 3.8 Max open here inside of OpenCode, and I'm using it to do a security audit. And yeah. If the usage is all wonky and it's not great, then it's going to make Qwen 3.8 a lot less attractive, unfortunately. Because it would be sick to have a Fable 5 level model on an ultra discount. But I don't know. Granted, I was on a $6 plan, so that's ridiculous. I was on a $6 plan. We used the entire 5-hour usage on the $6 plan with only one prompt. So I upgraded to, I think it's like the $12 plan, and we're gonna see how far this gets us. Let me open another agent, and I'll check where our usage is. How do I do that? How do I do that? Forward slash, you think it'd be usage, but I don't think it is. Oh, stats. I don't know. The Quen CLI is awful, by the way. Like, the Quen CLI is terrible. I'm going to go over to the Quen Cloud and see what it says. Usage. Oh, it says there's no data available on the Quen Cloud website also. All right, it just loaded. It says 56% remaining. So I just upgraded my plan and I have 56% remaining on my 5-hour usage, but only, I have 82% remaining on my 7-day usage. So it's definitely not going to be like insanely budget model. These Chinese models, they're getting much closer to frontier level, but they also, you're paying way more for them now. It's not like before where it was ridiculous, where it was like 7 cents a day to run these models all day long. It's nowhere near that. But granted, they are also a lot closer to frontier level intelligence, which is nice. Max in 1 year. I think the background is fired over the PC version. You have to check in Quen Cloud. That's what I just did. You can't do it at all via CLI. Does that make any sense, by the way? Max, can I vibe a PC version? You can vibe your own. It's just not going to be Canvas. Seems like they nerfed the usage. They definitely nerfed the usage, and it's very sad. I just sent a big boy prompt, and it didn't use a lot of usage, but it depends on what project do you work and how do you use it. I can't wait for 3.627B, gonna run locally for sure. Sorry, 3.827B. Yeah, that's gonna be really interesting to see where that's at. All right, so what did this just do here? Building it now, fully dormant behind a dev flag, so today's release ships byte identical. Let me read the seams first. All right, we can close this. All right, cool. All right, I'm going to get another agent started here, and we are going to start summarizing all of the improvements we've recently made for the release notes page, because I want every new release. Today, we're shipping a new version of Canvas. It'll be live tonight, this afternoon. And I want every version to come with a URL that explains everything that's going on. So let's fire up another agent. And I'm going to say, Chase, we are going to be sending an update out today. And we need to put together a release page for the release blog that's up on the website now. I believe we have it set up now so that we can just send an MD file over. I would like to highlight the summarizer that works with the Apple Foundation model. We should include the massive benefit to the user experience that it provides of now being able to real-time see what each individual agent is working on from the press F for flip card feature and for the summary inside of the stage mode sidebar. We also dramatically overhauled the Command K system. So now the text input bar is reliable and works. And the Command K modal is now fully integrated into the command. I'm gonna lose my mind. Into the command bar. We also fixed the rendering bug when flipping between agents in stage mode. We also added the keybinds so you can hold command arrow key up and down to navigate through agents and windows inside of stage mode. And we also added command left and right so that you can navigate between open canvases inside of stage mode. And I'm also missing a bunch of other stuff. Provide me a ultra simple summary for what this release docs will look like, and also provide me your recommendations for items we should screenshot and include as part of our release notes blog entry to make it feel very polished and explanatory for all of the new incredible features and improvements we have added inside of CNVS.
Stage.
No shot. I'm going to lose my mind. I'm going to lose my mind. All right. We can't. Because I had another agent pull open. I had another agent run the dev build so that I could test out the changes made to the iOS app. I just lost that massive prompt in the middle of, because it switched to the other dev version. And that was a juicer prompt. That was an absolute juicer prompt. I mean, that would never be a problem that you would have in production where a canvas would run the dev artifact and then switch the voice to text over to it. But I feel like it's worth fixing so it doesn't happen while I'm live streaming anymore. That is so annoying. God, that drives me crazy. Max, did you ban the troll? I just insta banned the troll. I just insta banned it. It's Monday, and people should know on Monday. It's an instant ban day for trolling. Would it be a good idea to keep a rolling transcript of the live stream so you never lose prompts? Yeah, that actually would be a decent idea. That would be a decent idea. That is true. That is true, Felipe. That is absolutely true. And also, Felipe, welcome to the stream. Chris Lake says either wake the fuck up or get banned. All right, let me get my shit together and send this prompt again. God. I'm going to use dictation. All right. I'm going to send out an update today for CNVS. We need to create a release notes entry for the CNVS website that lives on the lab server. I want to just draft it locally for now. You can go to the server and check out the structure that we need to build it in. I think it's an MD file now that accepts screenshots as well. I want to cover the new summarizer using the Apple Foundation model. Okay, I want to go over the benefit to the user experience. Now you can see what every harness is doing, a live summary on the flip card when you press F, and also in the fleet mode sidebar. What else do I want to add in there? I want to also talk about how we have destroyed all the complexity of the Command K and the text input command bar. Now they live together as a massively improved single element. So text entries immediately pull up the Command K search bar, and Command K automatically focuses the search bar. So it is one perfectly combined and synchronized element that makes it effortless to spawn and prompt agents via text, and also control all other elements of Canvas via text straight from the keyboard without touching the mouse. We can also cover some of the bug fixes and improvements we made, such as the rendering bug when switching canvases while stage mode is live. We can also cover the graphical user interface upgrade that we made to the stage mode, where agents and windows are now separated and organized to make it much easier to see your active agents and windows inside the canvas at a glance. We can also cover the improvements we made to the keybind system, where now you can do command arrow key up or down to navigate the stage mode sidebar. And you can also do command left or right arrow key in order to cycle through available canvases. This makes for an insanely intuitive stage mode control interface straight from the keyboard with no mouse input. You can also cover the fix that we added to Grok Voice Fast 2.0, where closing Grok Voice via the go to sleep voice function no longer causes the bug where the Grok voice agent doesn't reopen properly. God, there's so much shit. There's so much shit in this update. This update's a juicer, guys. This update is it's insane. This update is massive. I'm missing some other stuff. If you could grab that and add it to this as well, that'd be fantastic. We need this to be as brief as possible while still conveying the work we did and the benefit to the end user. We need to pick out a few elements to screenshot and include with the release notes so that people can actually see the improvements we've made. I'm thinking a screenshot of the new Command K input bar would be fantastic. A screenshot of the summarizer tab inside of settings that has the Apple Foundation model enabling toggle would be great. Let's get a local draft built of what should be covered inside this update, and then you can open it to show me what we have inside of CNVS. All right, let's send it. Let's send it. Oh, I don't trust Grok to do anything other than simple tasks like research and doing menial shit. The image gen in it is all right, and it's super fast. Just needs Claude to oversee its work. Yeah, I would agree. Right now, Grok, it ends up being 50-50 if I just prompt Grok by itself. If I have Grok working with an orchestrator and a reviewer agent that is like a state-of-the-art model, like Fable 5, Opus 5, Sometimes GPT 5.6 Soul, but not really. Like Kimi K3 could do it 100%. Qwen 3.8 Max could do it. Then Grok is unbelievable, and it speeds up the development workflow so fast. Because Fable 5 can send tasks out to be done by Grok agents. It can parallelize the tasks, so multiple Grok agents can work at it at once. Grok is already so much faster than anything else. And so when you have Fable 5 using Grok to parallel the task so that you have, 4 or 5 Grok agents working on a task at once, it's incredible. It's really great. But you do need a review agent to come in and tell it what it did wrong, because it will do stuff wrong. And every time I have Grok do something by itself, I just fire up a Grok agent and have it, help me out with something inside of Canvas. It's literally 50-50 whether or not the output will work, which is sort of unfortunate, but it's just so fast that you understand why that happens. Hard to keep going with original ideas for live streams every day. Max has got that on lock. No, it is really difficult. It's really difficult. Like I was looking at random question. I've been wondering in the CNVS chat, sometimes it has pre-rendered ideas of what I should say next. Does CNVS do that, or is that AI I am using nudging me along? In the CNVS chat, sometimes it has pre-rendered ideas of what I should. It depends on what harness. That's not Canvas. Some of the harnesses will have that automatically. Grok is great as a builder when orchestrated. I agree 100%. So I was listening to Ludwig at Streamer University, because he did have some pretty smart things to say about streaming and the breakdown. And so we have to crush this goal of vibe coding to buy my family a house, but the 10x level up, I almost don't even want to say it because I just the 10x level up down the road, because there's all these people doing vibe coding every day until X goal, till I make $1 million, till I get on my base, whatever. The 10x level up that I believe I'm uniquely suited for will be having days in the stream where the stream has a flavor, a theme of the day. Sort of like when a new model comes out, when Qwen 3.8 Max comes out or something like that. And that becomes a individual stream in itself that gets sent to a YouTube editor and is made into a really high quality YouTube video. And then we start elevating past just when new models come out. And I have all these ideas for fun events that we could do as a community, or just as me doing in front of you guys, that will take, monetary investment to get done, obviously, but will separate us, the Max Blade brand, because I don't want to set the ceiling as the vibe coding every day until obviously we're going to get that done, and that's the main mission. That's the main mission right now, is we're building Canvas to a world-class product. We are going to generate enough money to buy my family a house. We're going to make that into a whole live stream event, YouTube event, where we're buying the house, and we're getting that done. And that's going to be unbelievable. The next unlock is going to be sort of elevating past what everybody else is doing right now, because it creates a ceiling. The vibe coding every day until XYZ creates a ceiling. unfortunately. And so very soon here, we're going to have to spend like probably like originally 20% of our time, then eventually 50% of our time blasting past that and becoming the vibe coding content creator that we need to be, if that makes sense. Which is going to be a lot of effort, but is going to be really fun, and we just have to keep things moving forward at all times. Like we sort of got our foot in the door. We have a community of over 500 people inside Discord. We're averaging 100 viewers per stream on YouTube alone. And so it's time for us to sort of think about how we blast past that ceiling of just being a vibe coding every day until XYZ goal streamer, because that sets an artificial cap. Like, I think if you guys or if anybody else is trying to get started with streaming, then the vibe coding every day until XYZ goal is unbelievable. It's perfect because it's sort of brain dead a little bit in a way, where you could just show up every day and then just live stream yourself building your product. And it doesn't require any of the preparation behind the scenes of, okay, we're going to do X event. It's going to cost X amount of money. We're going to bring in an editor after the fact to turn it into a banger YouTube video. And yes, it's 10 times, 50 times, 100 times more work in preparation, in execution, in all of it. But it's going to be what separates Max Blade and the whole thing into like a separate tier of like, now we are the vibe coding content creator. If that makes any sense, guys. If that makes any sense. Chris Lake says, buy a house when you're 100% ready. Don't want to be house poor. Yeah, so we are, the reason, like a lot of people come in here and they're like, oh, you've made $40,000. You could buy a house today. Like you could put a down payment down and finance a house today. So I don't want to, I already have an extremely low cost of living right now because of moves we've made previously in my life. Which is the only reason I'm able to do the vibe coding thing, right? Because there was a time period where I had to switch from doing my health coaching business to doing the vibe coding thing where my income was insanely low. And obviously me making content and vibe coding apps is an insanely high risk career path, life choice, whatever you want to call it. It's insanely high risk, right, guys? So the only way that that's possible is if I keep my cost of living like astonishingly low, like ridiculously low. Like that's the only way that whole thing is possible. So I would never put myself in a position where I'm getting like way over my head in any way, shape, or form, because it's going to eliminate the amount of risk I could take, which I think that is, if you want to make it big, you have to put yourself in a position where you are comfortable with taking a lot of risk. And if you have a ton of bills that have to be paid every single month, then your ability to take massive risk goes down huge. That's why you see like a lot of indie hackers will actually move out of like a high cost of living area to somewhere in Asia or something like that, where they can live on $500 a month, because it puts them in a position where they can take on infinite risk, because they don't have to worry about, I have to pay a $10,000 mortgage payment. I have a massive nut that I have to meet. You know? You also got a sugar mama? I do not have a sugar mama. Max, don't be humbled. The 250K goal is a down payment for the multi-million-dollar compound you're going to be purchasing. Absolutely. Absolutely. But the income has to match the multi-million-dollar compound we're going to be purchasing. Elevated Cult 10x that. They decide to build out a seasonal goals calendar per year. I'm way ahead of you. I'm way ahead of you, Humble. Reach your goals first, then teach others how to do the same. I think there's a world in which we do something like that. I think that's very difficult also, guys. The only way I would start teaching is if I felt insanely qualified. I mean, like charging for teaching. Like if I don't know if you guys follow Tebow on X, but he recently launched a community. Alex Finn has a paid community. There's a lot of people that are making these academies and paid communities and shit like that. And man, if you're gonna do something like that, you better have had success across multiple channels, across multiple separate. You have to be justified, and you have to have the stack of wins that you could show to people that says, I've gotten it done, and I can make you get it done also. 100%. I already showed the iOS updates. What happened to my camera? I already showed the iOS updates. There's an ask for every AI community. There really is. There really is. I mean, how many AI communities? How many AI creators out there do you think there are that are teaching people how to vibe code to make revenue, that currently do not have a product that has generated revenue? I mean, it's got to be well into over 100 content creators out there that are selling a course to teach people how to vibe code to make money, that do not have a product that has or is making money. It's got to be so many. There's got to be so many. It's thousands. Millions. It's a lot. It's a lot. It's so many. Man, it's so many, dude. And some people, they have no fucking, they don't care. They do not care. They're like, you know what? I'm just going to do it. I'm just going to do it. Man, that dude, I'm not going to read his name because I don't want to shit at anybody. Does $250K plus per month on school teaching AI things. $250,000 per month on school. God damn. Everything I just said about not doing a course, you could forget about all of that. Okay? Because tomorrow I will be releasing my AI school. My AI school course, make your first $1,000 in 30 days or your money back. Everything I just said about not making a course, I want you guys to just delete the VOD, delete the memory of it happening. We will be in there. We will be in there like swimwear. All right, screenshots, 3 packs, placeholders, marked in preview. Release notes draft. Okay, Jesus, this is serious. But I mean, I guess if somebody's going to be reading release notes, they probably want a decent summary of what's going on. Every agent now writes its own one-line headline on device. The command bar and Command K becomes one service. Stage mode got a real sidebar and full keyboard control. Every agent tells you what it's working on. Canvas now writes a short work title for each agent. Command bar redesign, auth token refresh from requests you actually made of it, not the spinner verb, not the tool it's currently running, the goal. It runs on Apple's on-device model. Nothing leaves your Mac. There's no key to add, and there's no per request cost. On a Mac with Apple Intelligence off or on an older Mac OS, CVS quietly falls back to the previous labels. You see the titles in two places. Press F for the fleet briefing. Every agent row in the stage sidebar carries one permanently. This is fire. I'm going to like this. Stage mode, no mouse. The Command K menu setup that we have. The stage sidebar rebuilt. The stage rail is now a flat group sidebar, needs you at the top, then agents, then windows. Every agent row is a brand logo. Its call sign, its work title, and the agent's own color. Browsers, the music player, and other windows finally have their own group. Agent status was rebuilt around what a harness can honestly report. Idle, working, needs you. That's true, I forgot about that. Oh, and also we added the dumb pipe. This is not even mentioning the dumb pipe. Oh yeah, sidebar legibility is now AAA on every theme, including the video back glass ones. I increased the contrast ratio on all the UI elements, so there's no weird stuff that's like maybe not passable for AA. It's all AAA standard. What about the dumb pipe, though? I massively simplified and ripped out all complexity of agent orchestration, and I'm calling it the dumb pipe. And agent orchestration is now so much more reliable, faster, just... It went from thousands and thousands of lines of code to, I don't even know, under 400. And it is so much more reliable, just way better. It essentially uses a JSON file, and that's pretty much it. And the agents update their state inside of it, so the orchestrator can see it, the workers can use it, the review agent can use it, and it just works. Like, it's one of those things where the fucking dead simple option is always the better option. Like, we had this way crazy over-engineered system where there was a watchdog set up that would look for the state of worker agents and auto-fire prompts to the orchestrator, worker, and review agents given the watchdog state of the agents inside the orchestration loop. And I mean, it worked, but it was not the reliability level that I wanted to be at. The dumb pipe is 8 million times simpler in every way and way more reliable. Way, way, way more reliable. We still have work to do, but it's a very difficult problem to solve, orchestrating cross agents and making it insanely user-friendly. Like, a lot of you ultra smart people can pretty much just use it every time and it's just going to work for you guys. But the thing is we have to make it so that it works for everyone. So anybody could show up, open a Claude Code agent up and say, I want to build an iPhone app. Use 15 Grok agents as the workers and a Qwen 3.8 agent as the reviewer. And it just needs to work every time. And so that's what the dumb pipe gets us much, much closer to, with way less complexity. That is another thing about looping, is when you type your goal in for your loop, it is critical that the agents avoid adding unnecessary complexity. Because when you have that loop thing going, what happens a lot of times is in order for them to get a successful outcome, they just keep adding more code. They just keep throwing more code at the problem. So when you start your loop to have something built out and have it be successful, one of the review agents needs to decide whether this is the simplest possible way to get the job done, because 9 times out of 10, the loop will be successful because it just throws more code at the problem. And then you end up with a 4,000 line of code solution for a 200 line of code problem, which is disturbing. But it gets the job done, like the loop completes, which is something I'm realizing now, that every single loop needs a review agent to ask the question, is this overcomplicated? Is there a simpler solution? Otherwise, the default answer you are going to end up with is more lines of code equals more better. And it's a nightmare. It's a nightmare. Bad, 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 bad. On loop is good to use superpowers, ponytail, and caveman. Awesome. Awesome. Proper design and architecture. People need to know the basics of coding. There has to be some basics at play there. Bro, is that a default terminal you're using? No, so this is Canvas. This is Canvas. This is CNVS. So this is the project that we've been vibe coding over the last 2 months. We've done $40,000 in revenue selling this application. It is a Mac OS app built in Swift from the ground up for native raw doggy performance on Apple hardware. We are building the agentic development environment that Steve Jobs would use, that Tony Stark would use. It is fully voice controlled. It is a infinite canvas that all of your agents are running on. So you can see all of your agents in here. It is beautiful. It is built to unlock human potential. Okay? I've tried all of the agentic development environments. They are crummy. They are ugly, as Steve Jobs would say. They are uninspiring. And I wanted to build something that allowed me to bring all of my existing AI subs, control them with my voice or text input inside of a per project canvas. So I'm always working on multiple projects. I now have them broken down into individual canvases with all of my agents available, a browser preview available, a Hermes agent inside of it with a cross-agent memory system. So whether I'm using Claude or Codex or Qwen or Kimi or Grok, they all have access to the Canvas MCP, the Canvas cross-agent memory system, and the Canvas CLI tooling, which means that they all feel like one brain. They all can orchestrate each other. They all can set up loops. The list goes on. The list goes on. And we're in the process of building the iOS app right now and getting this massive juicer update out today, which it wants to call it Canvas 1.4, and I actually agree. I think this is the first time that we shift from going to Canvas 1.3.14 to finally going to Canvas 1.4, because this update is a large milestone where we have started using the Apple Foundation model so that across all of the harnesses, we are able to get a description of what the actual agent is working on, which is massive, because right now with all the different harnesses, it is a disaster nightmare to get a tight 2 to 4 word description of what the individual agent is actually working on. It is a disaster nightmare. Take my word for it. And no one has figured out a good solution for having a 2 to 4 word descriptor underneath every single individual agent and harness inside of a agentic development environment that's clean. I like using the Apple Foundation model because it's not another model that anybody has to download or set up and use, precious compute power. The Apple Foundation model comes with Mac already, and Canvas is a Mac app right now. And it just is one toggle to enable. And the Apple Foundation model is literally hippie voodoo magic, where it requires so little compute, so little memory, and is just ridiculously fast and does a fantastic job of providing a small little summary as to what the agents are working on. So I see it inside the command bar, a quick summary of what Chase is working on, what Marshall's working on, what Rocky is running on. And if I'm not in the sidebar mode, the stage mode, then I can just press the F button and I see a nice summary of what is actually happening inside of the agents. And that's all automated, done with the Apple Foundation model inside of the new summarizer feature that I added. And you literally just have to enable the toggle and it takes care of everything for you across all of the harnesses. It's fire. It's fire. It's fire. It's fire. Wow, I love this. Could I do things like log into GitHub in the browser you have? Yes. So the browser, we recently just added cookies, so you can log in and it will save your cookies. I am in the process of adding import cookies, so it could, like, if you use a different browser, it could import your settings and cookies from like Chrome or Safari or whatever, and just be all set up and ready to go. But for right now, it has cookies. You have to manually go log in once to all of the places you want to use inside of the Canvas browser. Looks sick, bro. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. That means the world. All right, that being said, guys, I got to get this, I have to get this update actually shipped, and I don't ship updates while I'm live on stream. I never have, because it's too much, and I don't want to mess this up. I need my full focus, and I also, before I send updates out, I run them on my M1 MacBook Pro, just to make sure that it is fully performant on old hardware. So I have an M1 MacBook Pro that has 16 gigabytes of RAM. When I'm streaming, I'm using an M5 MacBook Pro that has 24 gigabytes of RAM. So before I send out updates, I like to put it on my M1 Pro and just make sure that it's highly performant. I can be running 8 agents, smoking fast across multiple canvases on some of the oldest hardware that anyone is going to run Canvas on. Because we're trying to create something beautiful that is just absolutely smoking fast and fully unlocks your vibe coding potential. So I'm going to end the stream off there today, guys. I appreciate you being here. We have a big week ahead of us. I got to get this update sent out so that we have all the infrastructure to get the iPhone app in test flight, so that you guys, if you haven't already joined the Discord community, because the guys in the Discord community are going to be the first people to receive test flight access to the iOS app. Okay? So if you're in the Discord community, hold on one second. I can just go !Discord. I hope that link is still Gucci. I don't know. It should be. But you could join the Discord, and then that's how you get access to the iPhone app when it comes out. Alrighty? And the iPhone app is going to be a game changer. I cannot wait. I cannot wait to be sitting on the couch and commanding my agents and keeping them running at all times. Oh my God. The first thing I'm going to do is my Call of Duty Nuketown game. I'm just going to be having agents running all the time from my phone. I'm not going to doom scroll anymore at all. There's going to be zero doom scrolling in my life. I'm going to be doing no X doom scrolling. No, I don't already do Instagram or TikTok or anything like that. But instead of doom scrolling, I'm going to be on the Canvas mobile app, and I'm going to be setting up loops, with open source Chinese models, all sorts of cheap models, and I'm going to be building out insane games from my phone. It's going to be so badass. I cannot wait. I cannot wait. I cannot wait. And because we have the ability in Canvas to run remote agents right on our servers or on our Mac locally, it's going to give us the ability to, like, you could literally just vibe code a game straight to production from your phone. Which I know there's certain ways you can do that, but I don't think anyone has built just like a holistic, just really polished approach to doing that, and we're going to be the first to have just grade A, highly performant, beautiful, locked in. I'm Don says, you have an iOS app? Yeah, the iOS app is built. The iOS app is built. I showcased it. On Friday. I just completely reformatted it. Yeah, I have to pair it. I showed in the beginning of the stream exactly what the iOS app looks like, but it's dead simple. You have your agents. When you click on an agent, it doesn't go into a terminal CLI view. I think that's a stupid way to do an iPhone app. It goes into basically almost like a really great looking iMessage type chat view with your agent. Because when you're mobile, you don't want to be looking at a command line interface. I've tried it out on the iPhone, is using command line interfaces on the iPhone. I think that's not the right route. The right route is just a clean Discord style, iMessage style chat back and forth with Claude Code, Kimi, Quen, Codex, whatever you're using. And that's obviously fully synchronized with what your Mac is doing. So nice. So nice. I can't wait to not have to run downstairs to my Mac to see where my loop is at, if I need to accept anything. I just pull up my iPhone, and as soon as I get a feature idea too, pull out my iPhone, fire a prompt off, get the agent started working on it. I can see a piece of Max Blade hardware in the next few years full of vibe-coded apps. Let's go. The Blade Station! I missed it. Fine, I'll wait. Pick one up from a vending machine at any airport. Let's go. All right, thank you guys so much. If you haven't already and you want to check out Canvas, it's available at cnvs.dev. It means the world to me. Humble, you legend. Thank you for being here. Don, I appreciate you being here today. It's been a really fun stream. JS, thank you so much. Chris Link, my man. Black Mamba, the GOAT. I appreciate it. Felipe, unreal. Thank you so much. We gotta get a game day going this week too, where we spend half the stream just testing out vibe coded games. If a lot of you guys are making games in Discord, if you get one ready, then we can get the whole live stream loaded up in some lobbies. I want to play some Halo clones, vibe coded Halo clones. I want to play some vibe-coded Nuketown clones. I want to play it all. I want to get everyone in there. I want to have some fun. So we spend the first half of the stream vibe coding. We spend the second half playing vibe-coded games. I want to do it. Felipe, thank you so much. Tomorrow's stream is at 10:30 a.m. Eastern. 100%. 100%. Thank you, Marco. Thank you, Felipe. Thank you, Deletomatic. The Zarion, you legend. Thank you so much. David Kang, you already know. You already know David Kang. Day one. Unbelievable. Guys, I'll see you tomorrow. Peace.